Yeah, hi everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Can you just plug it in the kitchen, please? What? Sorry. Okay, I'm just starting this. Can you go in there? Ridiculous. Hi, sorry I'm late. I've not been feeling very well at all lately. And then when I was at the cemetery, I felt really weird, and then I just started being sick. Like I've not felt right since really. But it seemed when I come back, I didn't think I'd been gone that long, but I'd been gone for like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, and it felt like maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Just really strange things, like I only had one cigarette the whole time I was there for all that time, and I remember I had that as soon as I got there, so I don't know. I'm not with the chat right now. My son in the kitchen. I'll be in there in 1 minute. How is everyone? How are you all? What have you been up to? How's everything going with you? I wish I could work out how to see like the chat on the side of the screen. Let me just see if I click that. I don't know. I've just tapped in hi on the chat thingy, but it doesn't look right. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. Hi, Chris. Hi, Ewan. My son's just let me know you're both here. Hi, how are you? How are you both? How's your flat sorting going, Chris? Because when I last spoke, you were sorting out your place. And how have you been, Ewan, as well? How are you? I'm very curious as to how long the EVP recording is for, because it's really, really weird what's happened today. And I've not been sick for at least a year, like actually properly sick. And it just came out of nowhere. And then from then, I just didn't feel right. I still feel like I'm a bit spaced out and not right. I still feel like I could like a bit sicky really. But I'm just interested to see really what comes from the EVP recorder. I know I heard whenever it was a spirit saying get out, I think they said it twice, like one after the other. But that was after I had been sick, I think. I don't know, see what said. we finally got our bedroom back last night. The tarantula had made its way to the bathroom. So, yeah, my husband grabbed it, threw it out in the garden, and we all went to bed in our beds for the first night in a few nights. And what was I going to say? Yeah, I still lay there all night, not being able to sleep. It's absolutely ridiculous. And tomorrow I've got like all hospital appointments, doctor's appointments, x-rays and blood tests. Got a back x-ray, a more detailed back x-ray, and a chest x-ray, because my heart's been playing up like more. So I go inside now. Just take off my shoes because it's been raining here all day, and I need to get. Oh, that's there. Hold on, sorry. One sec. Oh, I'm just pouring out my drink of choice, and then I'm going to read what you're all saying. Oh, why? What happened to your sister, Chris? Hi, Amy. Ewan, are you feeling sort of strong enough? You know what I mean? How are you, Amy? Okay, as long as she's all right. I'm glad she's okay. Really feel very strange from that cemetery visit. It's really weird. My anxiety has been really bad all day, so that could have been why I was sick. Because when your anxiety gets too bad, it can make you feel like that. But that's not ever really happened before. I've been lighting a candle for you, Ewan. Send you as much strength and light as I can. It's hard, isn't it? It is hard. Like I know where you're at. I do. I know all about them, Chris, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, though. I'm glad that she has been open to you about it, and therefore you can help. But it's very hard. Both me and another sibling had eaten disorders basically since about the age of 13 till even now with me. I'm very it's more a control thing now, I'm very controlled in what I eat, when I eat, how many times a week I eat. It's all very controlled. Yeah, no. I know it is. It's, but Chris, at least you're able to be there for her, rather than her going through this on her own. She's got you, who is able to support her. I know it's a hard thing to see and a hard thing to go through. All I know is that like love and support means everything at the end of it all, and while you're in that place. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you here again. I have sort of like, I have had a break because I haven't been there for like, oh, she's armoured up.
Armoured up.
She's armoured up.
Nicely armoured up. I was attending with Minecraft, and that's like my black, my like black sleeve from this.
Wow.
I'm pretending.
She's in Minecraft. Okay. But don't forget Daddy's sleeping, okay? That's nice to hear, Paul. Thank you, that's nice to hear. I have sort of had a break from doing this for about 3 or 4 days. I honestly don't even know how long I was there. I'm very curious as to how long the EVP recording goes for, because I can't work out how long I've been there. I asked my husband, and all he said was, "You've been there longer than you normally are." And I thought that I hadn't been there even the amount of time that I wanted to be there, which was 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you, that's very kind. But I'm like, I don't know what's happened really. It's a bit funny. Yeah, so I don't even feel like I can pronounce my words properly. Like I feel like I'm talking with a little bit of a lisp or something. It's just weird. I just feel really weird. I don't know what happened. I don't. No firing the guns. Daddy's asleep. Come on. No firing guns.
Can you put this on my back?
This. I'll put it in here, okay? Okay.
Let's put our weapons out.
Be careful not to trip with them, because it will hurt you if you fall. Right, go on, turn around then. Come back towards me now. Good boy. Put your head forward a little bit. That's it. Be careful, okay? The twins are armoured up, ready to fight the world. Let me get rid of this because it's no good. It's just taking up space. That's better. Thank you, Amy. That's very nice. Thank you. So I just don't know what's happened today. It's like I I haven't actually been there for like, I don't know, a few days, 3, maybe 4, I don't know, a few days. And I don't know what happened today. It was all right 1 minute, and the next minute just wasn't so. The Jackson approach. Heal the world and make it a better place. Love that song. I like that song a lot, actually. The world certainly needs healing. On a serious note, that the world certainly needs healing more now than ever before, I think. And what I've heard is happening in America is that now martial law and FEMA camps are being opened and used, which I knew was going to happen like last year, and I tried telling people for like a whole year to be careful, like this is what's coming. I've even said to people to like come out of America because it's worrying. Who are you, Michael Jackson's biggest fan? Ish. Yeah, there's he had a really, if I say like Michael Jackson had a really like rubbish life, everyone will go, no, he never. He had a really good life. Like, but he really never, from a very very young child, has fought against all sorts all the way till that last day. If it's true, there's always that like armored up, ready to go, ain't ya? No messing. I know. I saw the press conference regarding the police officer. That's awful. And there's so many. There are so many people losing their lives, losing everything, and the police are saying no more people are allowed to go out and help rescue, because boats are flipping and dogs are dying, is what they said. Well, a few boats might be flipping, but I know that yesterday one person alone, not a police officer, just somebody that lives in the area, rescued 300 people yesterday on his own. With one person rescued 300 people. So how can they dare say not to suffer? Right. If you come, I'll open that. But if you think of coming in front of the camera, can you close your cardigan up? How can they say that you're not allowed to help anymore? And also, I heard that they are also saying that you have to stay in your property until like you just literally can't anymore. When you've been on the roof for a few days or something, they're saying you're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to go and take it there and do it.
Okay.
You're not allowed to sort of try and save yourselves, rescue yourselves. Yeah. So it is so awful. Also, I heard that people were told that this was coming, but they weren't told in a lot of areas. And I think that if you sort of coloured in the areas that weren't told quite how how important it is that they think about relocating or anything like that. They said they weren't told how bad it was going to be. They weren't told how severe. Like why weren't they? Why weren't they told? I understand it's like massive amounts of water and everything. I just think a lot could have been. I mean, they knew about this beforehand, and I've got my own thoughts and theories on this, and it's absolutely heartbreaking that people are just thought so little of to these higher people, like the so-called whatever you want to call them, elites or whatever. But people have been being able to be amazing up until about 3 or 4 hours ago, and then people have been told they're not allowed to help and they're being turned away. There's queues of people with boats on the back of their trucks wanting to go and help, and they're being told to turn around and go back because I mean, why would they not want all the help they can get? They've said they can't deal with this. It's so major, they can't deal with it alone. Obviously they can't. So when there's so many people willing and able to help, why won't you let them help? I don't get that. Okay, Amy. Also, people who have helped other people. See, this is what people are. A lot of people are like. They want to go out and they want to help and they want to do what they can. Thanks, just because the daddy's sweetheart. But now they're being stopped to even do that. Like why? I don't know why they're being stopped helping. I took my notebook up to the cemetery to show the spirits basically that they are being listened to and their words are very important. So I hope that helped in some way. I'm just looking for a pen. Got to think where a pen is now. Every day, that's all that I am watching is live American news, because this is like just so awful, like so heartbreaking. Can't think straight, Let me just look for a pen. One sec. If I get. Where do I find a pen? Well, in my pencil case, of course. I'm sure that I already got out my I thought I'd already got out my recorder. Obviously not. Well, I must have got it out already because it's not in its bag. But what have I done with it is the thing. So I mean, I'm really not my normal self today. I don't know what's going on. Right, I've obviously got out the EVP recorder because it's not in there. Oh dear. Right. Give me 1 second just to go and look over there and see if I've left it over there. Don't actually know what I've done with it. I can't find it. Right. I think I'm going to have to check through this bag again. I thought I remembered getting it out, but I don't know where I put it. Very, very strange. Oh, unless it's behind. Oh, man. No, you're not setting it. I can see it. I can see it. Won't me mental. Right, and let me just get my pen that I dropped. It's 2 feet above flood stage. I know it's awful, really awful. It's so scary, and when you see like the picture, like the helicopter picture, and you see just the whole so much. I mean, just completely flooded, and the water's got nowhere to go, and it's you know, not good water. You know, people can get ill just from the water. It's just really, really bad. It's really bad. I've extended the table for my pad and paper. So now I need to bring you forward. You don't need to sit so far away from me, you know. So what are you saying you're having a snack, or I am? Because I'm eating oranges. Oh, just doing myself. A tasty. Mmm. What have you got in it? Do you mean like a toasted sandwich, yeah? A diet Dr. Pepper and air. It's Dr. Pepper nice though? I used to love Dr. Peppers before I got into my other drink. I love oranges. So does my little girl. She could eat like a couple of bags of them a day. She loves them. And she said to me earlier, can we go and get bagels? And can I have butter and carrot in it? And I was like, okay, I'll get some bagels when I go out. And after I'd been to the cemetery, went and got the bagels, but I forgot the carrot. So, but she had a nice toasted bagel, like ham, cucumber, and sour cream it was. But then they had the we shall not name that drink. Not yet, Chris, not yet. We know when the time is right. Um, when I went up to the shop, they'd reduced loads of sandwiches. So sandwiches that are like normally like £2-3 were 44p. So I got a few of them because the kids wanted my little girl wanted the bagel, and my husband fancied the same thing. So I thought, well, I'll get stuff to do bagels, but also so I thought for the kids, and then stuff in case they don't want that. So anyway, it was a good deal. When they say, yeah, we'll sponsor you for sure. We will all know who that is. Everyone will know. I know. Chris is right. Chris knows. He knows. The unnamed drink. Why can't you have the are you on a why is it that you can't bagels and English muffins? English muffins. What do you mean? Is that the cake one or the one? I don't know if they do it the same over in America, but like you can get an egg and sausage muffin or something from McDonald's, where you used to be able to. I think there's two different types of muffin, really. I don't know which one you class as an English one, or do you mean like a scone or something like that? Yes, exactly that, Chris. Paul's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, bagels and cream cheese. I like cream cheese is the same as like Philadelphia and things, isn't it? I like bagels with like Philadelphia um and Branston pickle. That goes really, really nice. Really nice. Um oh, like them ones, yeah. Um why can't you eat them? Are you allergic to the bread thingy? My brain is not working. Well, my brain never works, right? Let's be honest here. We all know that. But it does. My head feels really weird, like really here, really numb, and like not numb to touch, but numb inside. But it just feels really strange. I feel like I've taken like strong sleeping tablets, and they're just kicking in. Even the ones that I feel I'm speaking. Yes, one, of course. Everyone can always be honest. Oh, I don't know about diets. I don't know that I actually agree with them. Um, there we go. I don't think diets work actually. My nan, bless her, was on a diet for all my life that I could remember till the day she passed. Um, she didn't, overeat. She was a very good eater, healthy eater. And she still couldn't lose her weight, bless her. Um, I don't think diets like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know, but then also like, I don't know, like how long have you been on the diet for? Like, I think you should just you should be happy and enjoy life, like not not sort of deprive yourself of lots and lots of different things. Like I don't know. That's coming from someone with an eating disorder though, so I don't know even what I'm talking about really. It's definitely about yeah, sort of your toning yourself up, like if you can, that is, like if I know that Amy suffers of a lot of pain, and I know that my pain has made it very. I used to be addicted to exercise, like very much so, and the pain just got so bad that I cannot exercise. I cannot. I mean, I can. There's certain things I can do, but there is so much that I can't, and it's like a vicious circle because then I feel, it's just. That's cool. Look, as long as you're not sort of depriving yourself of a lot of stuff. As long as you are happy at the end of the day. Mm. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes it's a vicious circle because the exercise makes the pain worse. Then you can't exercise, and it's just like a vicious circle for me anyway. And it's true, like yeah, you end up needing to eat the pasta to and beforehand people say don't eat, you know, a lot of pastas and all this, is it all the carbs and all this, I think. um yeah, but I don't know, I think everything, like we said the other day, but everything in moderation, like that goes for everything. It goes for nearly every situation, like everything in moderation is okay. Hi Stormy, welcome back. Hiya. It is hard because mm, I find I actually can't I can't exercise hardly at all because of just the how widely spread my pain is, and different issues I've got in different places. It makes exercising and stuff, you know, I'm lucky to be able to get up to the cemetery at the minute. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. You've not missed much at all. You've missed me waffling on. Um, Me waffling on and other people being polite and replying. That's all you've missed, really, Stormy. Not much at all. You've missed me eating 2 oranges, and you have missed me losing my EPP recorder and then finding it again. That's it. Yeah, I'd like to learn martial arts. My twins want to learn that. I'm looking at getting them both into martial arts. I'm just wondering whether they will actually be able to do it because of the arthritis. You never know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, you know, a couple of weeks down the line. It's not all about the 6-pack of yeah. It's not about that, it's about the body strength and that, and knowing that you can defend yourself and that. Look after others. If I wanted a 6-pack, I'd go to the shop. In a minute, I'm going to play this, and I'm going to time how long it runs for, because I really don't know. Mm. Yeah, it's meant to be very good for everything like that, isn't it? Boxing. My now 26-year-old wanted to get into that when he was younger, and I was like, not too happy about it. I didn't want him getting hit and stuff, being that overprotective mummy. But it does teach a lot. It teaches a lot of discipline, pushing yourself, you know. But so does a lot of like martial arts would be exactly the same, running, etc. That's all that sort of stuff. Everyone needs to be sharing Ewan's page, and then you will learn the way of the thing. So I really don't feel right in my head at all today. Right. Also, I've just remembered. Yeah, no. There's something weird happened at the cemetery this evening. That's all. Paul, it's, I don't know, something just can't really. Just something happened. I just don't know what happened. Like I was quite violently sick, and actually at the cemetery, and I have not felt right since. Really, like I feel a bit dizzy. My head's like really inside here. Just feels really numb. Like there's like a block where I can't even think properly. Like I'm not thinking my normal way. Stuff's not being processed right, if that makes sense. Like feels like everything has slowed down. It feels really strange. Yeah, I was alright. I before I went to the cemetery, I suffer with anxiety as well, but my anxiety has been bad all day, but I've not been feeling sick or feeling like I do now. Just my normal pain and my anxiety, and everything was alright for the first 10 minutes or so, when I was at the cemetery, and then something just come over me. But like, I honestly can't tell you how long I was even there for. And I asked my husband, like, how long have I been gone? And he said, oh, you've been gone like longer than normal. Um, Ewan, I don't know, sweetheart. I don't know of that. I don't know, sweetheart. I'd have to look it up. I will look that up though, E1. I'll write it down. He's in bed now. See what I mean? Even trying to copy this. HUA. I'll have a look. I'll look that up in a bit, E1. Oh, okay. But I'll upload it now. My feelings are, I know that there is most definitely higher beings. I just wouldn't 100% be able to say that is Jesus or that is whoever. Joe did what? Hiya, Kim. How are you? Haven't seen you for a little while. I've got water that's been blessed. Well, I'm gonna have to type. I'm gonna have to start answering you one at a time because I'm getting sidetracked all over the place here, right? Funny enough, Amy, my battery on my spirit box, you know where it's got the little battery sign at the top, on the top right? It kept going from 3 bars to 2 to 1 to 3 to 1. Kept all the time just, well, but it was moving. You think who was the man, Chris? I'm talking about his life. What, Jesus's life? Who's done? Who's done something, Ivan? Yeah, they were today. It kept skipping, going in between, you know, like on the battery sign. And I thought, oh, because I noticed it at the beginning, and I thought, oh no, like I wonder if it's even going to last the time that I'm here. But it did. But I noticed it kept going in between, like. Yeah, Kim, have you been hit by the by this awful awful weather and everything that's happening right now. Well, I felt the effects of stronger spirits quite a few times since going over this 4.5 month time. And I know when that they are present, I can feel it all. But today it's just a whole new level of whatever it is. Oh, Kim, please stay safe, darling. Please stay safe. It's very, very scary how quickly things can change. I also know that this, I don't know why, at the beginning when I first put my spirit box on, it didn't sound as if it was like English. I couldn't make out much of what was being said. It sort of sorted itself out after a little bit, but I don't know. I think we just have to see what happens. Should we press play? Is everyone ready to listen? Because I've got a lot of hospital appointments and X-rays and bloods and all that to have tomorrow. Oh, you Kim, you need to be real careful, my love. Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's what's happened. Yeah, Kim, stay safe, my darling. Like, you're very close to it then. Love and light to you and your family. Right. One minute, it's the wrong date. That was my first ever one, I think. Hiya. I'm just walking towards the new cemetery gates. I haven't been here for a little while, not properly. I feel quite bad about it, really. But it's like my anxiety and things like that are really severe right now. So it's quite hard for me to get out of the house at all. It's hard for me to get out because of my pain, which is awful at the moment. I've got a lot of hospital appointments tomorrow. Good evening, spirits of New Cemetery. Good evening, my darlings. I'm sorry I haven't been here for a few days. It's literally been raining here all day. From the minute I got up to about 10 minutes ago. So thankfully, there were slugs everywhere. Thankfully, it's stopped raining now. And like an idiot, I forgot to bring my umbrella. But I am hoping to be here for 45 minutes to an hour today. I thought I owe the spirits that. As painful as it is right now, I still owe them that. I owe them today, so it's crazy. You get a bond. Well, okay, so the new people are getting added every time I come up here. Well, okay. Good evening to Joseph, Michael and Anne. Good evening, Roy, Mario, Ronald, Robert, Les, Austin. It looks like somebody's ripped that apart. I think I'm going to have to tidy up a little bit here before I go. Don't know, it looks like someone's run through it and pulled everything with them. There's lots of stuff out of vases, lots of cards and stuff. I brought a carrier bag to sit on because I couldn't sit down last time, and I'm not able to do that at the moment. I don't know why it looks messy here for some reason. Don't know why. I'll tidy it up before I go though, because this cemetery is not a messy cemetery. Oh dear. I need to find somewhere to put my bag because I don't want the slugs going this way. Sorry if you hear me sort of huffing and puffing and heavy breathing. It's just literally the pain. Sorry, I keep hearing myself and I hate it when I sound like that. I'm going to put my spirit box on in a second. If there are any spirits here that would like to come and speak, as long as you're kind, loving and friendly, you're welcome to come over and speak with me. You can speak into this black device that I'm holding. In a little bit I'm going to put on another device where you will be able to speak through it. Other spirits, if you can assist anybody, if you can see they're trying to communicate with me, if you can help them, that would be really, really nice. Oh, gosh. Spirits, I'm sorry I haven't been here for a few days, about 3 or 4 days now. Not properly to see you all and speak with you all. I've really not been very well at all. I'm not very well. I also brought the notebooks that I write in every time I play back a session from the cemetery, and it's everything that me and my friends hear you say, so that you know you're not being ignored. But I don't want any of you to think you're being ignored, because you're not. And I hope that the notes show you that every second is listened to. I brought 2 notepads with me because I've sort of run out of one notepad. I'm going into the next one now. Yeah, I just want all of you here, all of you spirits, to know that when you're trying to communicate with me, it's worth it, okay? Because I do listen, I do write it down, and I put things, you know, over time, different things come through. Like, that's why it's really important that I know your names, really. That's why I always ask you your names, because if I know your name, then when I come to the cemetery, I know whether who's speaking to me. I know, you know, a little bit about the background that you've told me over the time of me coming here. That's why I ask if you could tell me your name. Your names, sorry. But yeah, you don't have to tell me when you're ready. I just feel I need to come and explain myself to you all a bit today, really, because I do feel like I've let you down over the last couple of days, and I'm very, very sorry for that. But believe me, I can't help it. There's nothing I can do when my pain is that bad that I can't even come out of the house. And I can't, you know, I just can't come out. And I thought I want you to understand that that's the only reason that I wouldn't be coming, is because there's something really major happening. In a minute, spirits, I'll be putting the spirit box, okay? But actually, first of all, spirits, if you want to come and have a look at this post I'm holding, and have a look at the stuff that is heard, the stuff that you all say to me when I come and visit. Mm-hmm. Just for one time of me visiting you. How long do you want to go? Right, go and say Mum said what she's going to tell. I value very much so you speaking and giving me your time and energy and effort. Later on, and then the next day or the next day, you know, I can listen to it as many times as I would like to, because it's saved on here. I'm just what's on here. It's, you know, it's recorded and I can't fast forward it. They're never ever that I'm ignoring you or I'm not hearing you.
Listen, I'm just a minute.
Alright, he's been waiting a long time. I did start doing that when I first started. I brought a particular phone just for recording, which is a BlackBerry. I'm struggling at the moment to find how to get the footage of the BlackBerry onto this computer. I've tried to link it up and do all sorts of stuff, and it's just not working. But I have been taking videos actually. Yeah, I thought at the beginning the spirits are quiet. I wasn't even sure if they were speaking English at the start. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. It was a strange session, really. Just testing different frequencies to see if it came out clearer. Very sick. Spirits just make people just be sick like that. Because I will not come back here again if you are. I actually can't believe how sick I've just been. I know. Let's catch up with what you're writing a minute. And I know it feels wrong. I feel it. Trust me. I was extremely sick, like actually violently sick. It was mad, and I've not felt right since. Don't take the pill. 1 minute. That's why I was sick. That's why I feel the way I do now. And that's why I felt how I have done since it hit me in the cemetery and made me actually be violently sick.
Mummy. Well.
In what way?
My hurts, my eyes are hurting.
Right, why don't you just go and lie down for a minute then?
Okay, I'll just lie down.
What is it you're hearing? Kim and Amy? And remember, is that what the spirit said? Is that? Yeah, it is the same cemetery. It's the same cemetery I've been going to for quite a while now. I don't know, the only thing that's different is that I haven't been there for a few days, but I apologised for that and explained why. And also, like, near enough 2 hours disappeared from me leaving the house to me coming back. Near enough 2 hours disappeared, and it's just really, really weird. I wasn't recording footage at this one. I was just doing the spirit box through the speaker and then recording it onto the EVP recorder, which is what I'm playing now. I felt whatever it was sort of come over me. Okay, I mean, that's cool. When I was listening to it while I was sat at the cemetery, I couldn't make out very many words, which was quite unusual anyway. It felt like the words weren't English words, or I don't know. That same deep voice came came in a little bit towards the end as well. But I don't know. I don't know what's happened there. And it's the facts of how quickly it came on. Yeah, I know. It was a completely different session today. Yeah, I know. No, I never had any camera or video footage going, so I don't know if it was going, you know. And it was a completely different feeling. I don't know why. I don't know why this is sort of why this has happened. Like, I just don't know. I don't get it really. Let me just get my vape thing, one sec. Yeah, if you're doing if you're videoing and it's clear and suddenly it gets blurry, it is, you know, quite likely that a spirit is in front of the camera. I've seen that happen in quite a lot of people's evidence. It's quite cool. I've asked the spirits in the past to if they can show themselves on camera, and but yeah, let me just get my vape, one sec. Oh. Right. I've got to press play again now. See, this cemetery has got a new side and an old side. The old side was the place that I used to go all the time up until a couple of months ago. I felt not a very good feeling there, and I was also warned by my spirit guides not to go in certain parts of the old cemetery. The old cemetery has got extremely old headstones. It's a very old churchyard, graveyard. The new side, which is where I've been for the last few months, it's all very recent. It's like 3 people have had their space put around the tree just this past week. All right, I'll go to bed as soon as I've done this.
Have you had dinner yet?
Yeah, I done you the bagels and the crisps and all that.
I haven't had my crisps yet.
They're in the living room. Well, I mean, if Chris can hear it, Chris isn't affected by the storms the same as I'm not, thankfully. The feeling I had there was definitely definitely very much different from how it's always felt before. It ranges from people that owned a lot of property in my area to soldiers of World War One and Two. It could be Kim. I hope not. It could be. It could be, but then this is. I haven't heard his name for a little while, which has been fine by me, really. And he was more over the old side of the cemetery. This is the new side that I'm on now. I have done a fair bit of research into the area, like it was the second graveyard to ever be in this area I live in, and does it. You know, when you said, what is it? Know me and know what? What was that? Know me, then remember. That statement is quite a like. He doesn't sound like he was a good spirit. No. The problem is I've had attachments since I was a very young child, like a baby, and I've had attachments since I was young, very young, who are not good attachments, and this is the reason that my life, I think, has been. Well, no, it's not the reason that it's been so traumatic, but it hasn't helped. And I believe the one that's just been mentioned by Kim could possibly be from when I was a few months old. It's just because there's certain things I can't say at the moment until professionals have done certain things. Yeah, no, I do. I sage myself and the home and my children and my husband. I sage very regularly, but I will be doing it a bit extra before I go to bed. I've got water that's blessed by the full moon and Mother Earth, which I will also use. I'm not sure. Maybe on the rest of this session, like the rest of the recording, maybe we get a bit more understanding of who it was or what the problem is or anything like that. You okay, Bob?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hmm.
Nothing fun.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the one that Kim mentioned is the one that's been with me from a few months old. But I know that there's another, and I know that there was definitely something very dark in the old cemetery, which is why I stopped going to the old cemetery. Yeah, I will be. I will. Don't worry. Honestly. So no, today it just feels very weird today. My head doesn't feel right. I feel like I've got a see-through sort of brick wall, sort of blocking my normal thought process, the speed at which I am thinking things, and
like these recordings, his friends, even if I'm sleeping, they'll be able to look at me.
no, because he's not doing it so that they can see, is he? And if he is, tell him that I said he's not allowed to do that.
Okay.
He's not allowed to be doing any sort of anything like that.
They can see each other and they can see me and Jacob.
Well, can you ask Bailey? Just go and ask him to come here, please. I've been fighting stuff all my life, really, but not to today's degree. Today's a whole new level. It's like a massive step up type thing on it all. Right, can you stop? Whoever it is you're FaceTiming or whatever you're doing, disconnect that call right now. I'm not having people looking in our home. Okay, you know you're not allowed to do that. Can you stop it, please? I haven't at the moment. I had made up sage, bay leaves, a few other things. I use black witch's salt. I also use pink salt. The black salt is to keep out Jaden. Your dad is in bed. Can you not do that, please? Right. The black salt I put by the doors and the windows because it's like to repel negativity. I use the pink salt for protection.
Only reason Boy asked me on his Xbox is because he wanted to.
Hi, Michael.
Doing something.
That's great. You've interrupted this about 20 times now. Okay, go in there. As soon as I finish this, we're going to bed. Bailey, do you want to stop what you're doing? I just said hello to you, Michael. I just waved at you. Oh my gosh. But we're dealing with it today. I use sage. I make up like with sage, bay leaf, that type of thing. I've got my witch's star outside my home by my front door. I normally hang that from the witch's star. I will be using sage. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but how are you, Michael? Are you okay? He knows he's welcome here. I've even inboxed him and told him that he must misunderstand me or something. I tell Michael every time, hello, welcome, but every time it's the same reaction. All right. Right, should we play the rest of this now? See if we can figure out a bit more. Had my finger on the speaker a bit just to see if message that I'll be able to do better in my little role. I need to come back tomorrow or Friday. I'm at the hospital a lot tomorrow, so it might be Friday. Still recording, so I should be able to hear all this, okay? Okay, hold on. Is the sound back? Can everyone hear me? Okay. Now I understand what you're saying as well, Ewan. But most definitely that was not a nice spirit. Most definitely. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. To be fair, there's about maybe 5 minutes left on that. I think we'll leave that for today. Like, leave that EVP session because I don't want everyone being brought down by this. I've never felt this either, honestly. And I have gone through some crazy shit and I've never felt this, never, not like this. I mean, I have no one to take with me. I don't have anybody to take with me. I mean, as soon as I started being violently sick, I knew immediately that that was associated with a spirit. I just knew it hit me too quickly. Is it me or does a negative? We're not going to play any more of the EVP session. All right, I don't want anyone to be affected or brought down by it. Like, I mean, I have not experienced anything like that before. After I was sick, I mean, I was having cold sweats. You know, I've not felt right since. I still feel like I'm not even speaking properly, like just a bit slow. I do call on my spirit guides, Kim, and I thank them and I tell them that I love them. I called on them today. I asked if they could come and stand around me. This I've encountered negatives, craziness. I've not bless you. I just don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happened today. I don't know how 2 hours passed as well. Like, that was not 2 hours, I don't think, of recording. and I started recording within 5 minutes of getting into the cemetery. I don't believe, I mean, I was talking at the beginning of this live stream, and I started it at 9 o'clock. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Oh, bless you. It like, it's not really bothered me before. I don't know. Do you not think that that might be why? I mean, could that be why why there was that sort of negativity today? Is because I haven't been there for a few days, like because I couldn't get to them. Maybe they were angry with me. I know it's not an excuse, obviously, but maybe that's why. I don't know. I felt a very, very strong presence, like very, very heavy. No, you told me a bit about that before, Yvonne, and I remember what you said. And from the outset of me putting on the spirit box, like I said, it sounded like it wasn't even speaking English. Like I couldn't distinguish words that were being said, whereas I normally can. I mean, I don't know why. Like, I don't know what's happened. I'm gonna do some research into it, Ewan. Definitely, I'll be doing more research. I'm gonna go outside for a cigarette and take you with me. I don't feel right at all. 1 minute, let me get up. Oh, let me unplug this one. Oh, I was reading your comments and walked straight into my clothes horse. There you go. I'll definitely look into it. Don't really know what to do now, like. Because the way I'm starting to see spirit boxes is it doesn't matter where you are, you can still speak with the same spirits. So how do I know now that if I go to another location, that same not such a good spirit isn't sort of going to also be there? Don't know. I don't really know what to do now. Well, I will definitely be looking into the 7 angels. You said 7, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, I feel shaky and horrible. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to go to the cemetery tomorrow anyway, because I've got a lot of hospital appointments, doctor's appointments. I've got to have 2 different x-rays done, a lot of blood's done. So I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to go to the cemetery tomorrow anyway. I did say that to the spirits before I left. I just don't know. I don't know what to do, really. Oh, sorry, I can't stop shaking. I've sort of spoken to him before. I like him a lot. I think he's really, really cool. He's just who he is, which is what I like a lot about him. And as far as I'm concerned, he's honest, but sorry, I'm proper shaking. But when I asked him before, when we heard that really strange growl, but 2 or 3 weeks ago, I asked him in his Friday stream in the mornings, I asked him what he thought that could mean, what I could do, what can I do, what does it mean? That's what he's got years of experience with him. I'm not sure that he would know because I have asked him before. If I disconnect, just like saying hello and that to everybody. But I won't go to the cemetery tomorrow. I'm going to be and I really, really hope that everything goes well for you. Thursday. This is lagging, so I'm gonna stop doing it now. But thank you all for being with me, and thank you for helping me and listening to it with me.